Joe Rogan, the guy who'd argue with a brick wall and win, has set his sights on Ryan Reynolds. And boy, is he swinging. Word on the street is that Rogan's ticked off about Ryan's backstage shenanigans, especially with Deadpool 3. Is Mr. I'm too charming for my own good stirring up trouble at Marvel Studios? In a universe where personal drama and work life crash harder than a toddler on a sugar high, Rogan's spicy hot takes are lighting up the internet like a Christmas tree on fire. Rumor has it Joe's not thrilled about Ryan maybe letting his personal grudges sneak into his day job. Here's the million-dollar question. Is Ryan's clout getting too big for his stylish britches? He's not just Deadpool anymore. He's reportedly tossing out comedy grenades that might not fit Marvel's squeaky-clean vibe. And when Rogan drops truth bombs on his massive platform, it's like throwing a match into a pile of fireworks. Everyone knows Joe's got the kind of sway that can turn a fan favorite like Ryan into yesterday's news faster than you can say chimichanga. But wait, there's more. Joe's jabs are sending shockwaves through the grapevine, and people are starting to whisper, is Marvel getting twitchy about Ryan's growing puppet master vibes? Has the guy who resurrected Deadpool from the comic book graveyard turned into a wild card they can't control? Picture this, Marvel execs sweating in their superhero suits, wondering if they've hitched their wagon to a runaway train, and with Rogan basically high-fiving Marvel from the sidelines, it's like adding hot sauce to an already sizzling taco mess. Hold on to your popcorn, folks, because here's where it gets nuttier than a squirrel's stash. Could Marvel actually be gearing up to slap Ryan with a lawsuit? Yep, you heard that right. Things might be about to go full-on courtroom cage match. Buckle up, because this roller coaster's just hitting the crazy loop-de-loops. Is Ryan's reign as Deadpool about to crash harder than a villain in a spandex onesie? Stay tuned. This is wilder than a monkey on a trampoline. And just when you thought this superhero soap opera couldn't get any juicier, the plot thickens like grandma's gravy on Thanksgiving. Joe Rogan's not just tossing shade from his podcast throne, he's practically launching a full-scale invasion of Ryan Reynolds' Hollywood halo. The buzz now is that Joe's digging into Ryan's alleged creative tantrums. You know, the kind where he's supposedly stomping around Marvel sets like a toddler who didn't get the last slice of pizza. Sources? Okay, fine, the rumor mill, say Ryan's been pitching wild ideas like Deadpool doing interpretive dance battles that have the Marvel bigwigs clutching their Infinity Stones in panic. Meanwhile, Rogan's out here playing detective, sniffing out whether Ryan's charm offensive is a front for some next-level power grab. Could it be that the guy who once wooed us with gin commercials and snarky one-liners is secretly plotting to turn the MCU into his personal playground? Joe's got his audience picturing Ryan in a villain cape, twirling a mustache he doesn't even have, and honestly, it's the funniest mental image since Deadpool rode that unicorn in slow-mo. But here's the kicker. Some fans are starting to side with Joe, waving pitchforks made of tweets and Reddit threads. They're asking, is Ryan's golden boy status blinding us to a diva meltdown? Others, though, are clutching their Deadpool Funko Pops, swearing allegiance to their wisecracking hero. It's a fandom civil war out there, and Rogan's the spark that lit the fuse, probably while eating a steak and cracking jokes about aliens. Now, whispers are swirling that Marvel's not just annoyed, they're drafting a legal smackdown that could make Thanos' snap look like a love tap. Imagine the headlines, Deadpool versus Disney, The Reckoning. Ryan's team's staying quiet, probably sipping artisanal cocktails and hoping this blows over. But with Rogan fanning the flames, this circus is pitching tents for a long, wild ride. Grab your clown nose and join the chaos. Marvel doesn't mess around when it comes to protecting its cinematic universe. If they feel like Ryan's personal drama is causing more harm than good, they won't hesitate to make a change. Remember, Marvel has a history of parting ways with big stars and directors if their personal issues start affecting the bigger picture. They've already survived major losses like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man retirement and the uncertainty around Spider-Man's future. If they can weather those storms, losing Ryan Reynolds, no matter how iconic his portrayal is, could be within their reach. Fans are split. Some argue that no one can replace Ryan in this role, that Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds, and recasting would be a massive mistake. Others think that if Ryan's personal issues are putting the whole franchise at risk, maybe it's time for a fresh face. But how could Marvel pull this off without causing a complete fan revolt? It's a tough call, but with so much drama brewing, they might just have no choice. And if that wasn't enough, the Deadpool 3 script is now in jeopardy, possibly requiring a complete overhaul. That's right, Marvel might have to scrap some of Ryan's contributions to the script, and that's where things get even messier. Keep watching because we're diving deeper into the real reasons behind this potential meltdown. Things are about to get even juicier as we bring Blake Lively into the mix. Hold on tight because this twist is wild. According to multiple sources, Blake, Ryan's wife, may have been pulling some strings behind the scenes to help orchestrate a narrative in Hollywood. And it's not just about her acting career, it's about Deadpool and the drama surrounding Justin Baldoni. Blake was cast in Baldoni's film adaptation of It Ends With Us, and while the project seemed like a dream, things quickly turned rocky. Allegedly, Blake felt overshadowed by Baldoni's triple duty role as director, writer, and star. She reportedly wasn't happy with how her character was positioned in the film, wanting more control and a bigger spotlight. This is where the tension started to escalate. Blake reportedly asked for rewrites to her character's story arc and even more influence on the film's direction. Typical Hollywood, right? But things got a lot more complicated when rumors spread that Baldoni was leaking negative press about Blake, calling her difficult. At first, the public rallied behind Blake, thinking it was yet another case of a female star being unfairly labeled as hard to work with. But plot twist, leaked text messages began to surface, revealing a far darker story. It seemed like Blake might have been the one who orchestrated some of the negative press about Baldoni, with the help of her famous husband. Blake referred to Ryan and their Hollywood circle as dragons, suggesting that she had her husband use his power to tip the scales in her favor. This begs the question, was Blake using Ryan's star power to manipulate the narrative behind the scenes? And if so, did Ryan do the same with Deadpool 3? As we start to connect the dots, things start to look very suspicious. Could Ryan be using his influence to target Baldoni in a very personal way? This only adds fuel to the fire of the Marvel lawsuit rumors. But the plot thickens. Blake and Ryan's behind-the-scenes maneuvering may have come at a huge cost. But here's the kicker. Blake's now facing backlash for these leaked text messages. Her once picture-perfect Hollywood image is starting to crack, and it's only getting worse. What does this mean for her career? And could this be the reason why Ryan is facing a potential legal storm with Marvel? The drama keeps unfolding, and there's more to come. Trust me. Now, let's dive into the biggest bombshell of them all. The Deadpool 3 script might have been hijacked by personal grudges. That's right, Deadpool's signature savage humor, which fans love, might have crossed the line into a realm of real-life drama that Marvel is just not willing to tolerate. Insiders are claiming that Reynolds and his team pushed for jokes targeting people connected to his wife, Blake Lively, and their ongoing feud with Justin Baldoni. Deadpool, of course, is known for breaking the fourth wall and cracking edgy jokes, but there's a fine line between satire and personal vendettas. One alleged gag had Deadpool mocking a director who insists on starring in his own film despite lacking the talent. Does that sound familiar? Of course it does. Many speculate this jab was aimed squarely at Baldoni, who directed It Ends With Us. The problem? Baldoni wasn't just a distant figure. He was involved in a public spat with Blake. Mixing personal drama into a massive franchise like Deadpool 3 is a dangerous game, especially when Marvel's reputation is on the line. The studio wasn't having it. Marvel is known for its meticulous control over its characters and storylines, and they reportedly drew the line when they saw Deadpool's jokes becoming personal attacks rather than clever commentary. Marvel demanded that these jabs be rewritten, but Ryan Reynolds, being the comedic genius he is, wasn't keen on letting go of the jokes. This standoff between Ryan and Marvel's creative team may have contributed to the rising tension that's now threatening to derail the entire project. Marvel's frustration here is understandable. The studio prides itself on maintaining a professional environment, and if personal grudges are infiltrating the script, it could set a dangerous precedent. If they let this slide, what's stopping other stars from using their movie roles to settle personal scores? But that's not all. This feud might not just be about keeping the brand intact. It's about power, control, and who gets to call the shots. So, with the potential for a lawsuit and the looming risk of a recast, the Deadpool franchise finds itself at a crossroads. Where does it go from here? The drama is far from over, and the next chapter of this Hollywood scandal is coming at us fast. Stay tuned, because the fight between Reynolds and Marvel is about to reach a whole new level. Now let's dig into the massive question on everyone's mind. Can Deadpool survive without Ryan Reynolds? This is a huge deal. Ryan isn't just the star of the franchise, he's Deadpool. His comedic timing, his ability to break the fourth wall, and his unique brand of humor have defined the character and made it a box office sensation. So the idea of recasting him is nothing short of a nightmare for many fans. But the way things are unfolding, Marvel might just be willing to pull the plug on Ryan if the drama gets any worse. If Marvel truly believes that Reynolds has crossed a line by mixing personal issues with Deadpool 3, they might take drastic measures. Recasting Deadpool would be a nightmare in the eyes of most fans, but in the cold corporate world of Marvel, no star is irreplaceable. We've seen it before with characters like Spider-Man, Hulk, and even Batman. New actors can step into iconic roles, though it usually comes with some initial backlash. But if Marvel were to go this route, they would have to find a way to integrate the recast seamlessly into the larger MCU. Maybe they could even make it a part of the multiverse storyline to explain the change. While some fans might hold on to the hope that Ryan will remain Deadpool forever, others are starting to come around to the idea that the franchise might be better off without him. After all, it's not just about one actor, it's about the Deadpool legacy. The character has become so beloved that maybe, just maybe, it could survive with a new face. But here's the kicker. What happens to the script if Ryan's influence is cut out? Rumors are swirling that Ryan had a massive hand in writing Deadpool 3. And if he's booted from the project, Marvel could choose to rewrite the entire film. That means new jokes, new plot points, and potentially a completely different direction for the movie. Would it still have that same bite, that same edge that made Deadpool so successful? Or would it become just another Marvel film, playing it safe and losing the unique spark that Ryan Reynolds brought to the role? As the drama builds, we're left with a massive question. Would Marvel dare take the risk of losing the heart and soul of Deadpool? Or will they find a way to work things out with Ryan? Stay tuned because this story is far from over, and trust me, the fallout from these decisions is going to be wild. We now need to address the fallout from all of this, specifically Blake Lively's tarnished image and Ryan Reynolds' eerie silence. These two were once the golden couple of Hollywood, admired for their playful Instagram banter and red carpet charm. But now they're at the center of a major controversy that's beginning to unravel their carefully crafted public personas. Blake, once seen as the epitome of grace and elegance in Hollywood, is now being scrutinized for her alleged behind-the-scenes power plays. The leaked text messages paint her as someone who was willing to use her Hollywood connections, especially her powerful husband, to manipulate the media and the narrative around her career. This has led to serious questions about her true role in these behind-the-scenes dramas. Some fans are calling her a savvy businesswoman who did what she needed to get ahead, while others are labeling her manipulative and calculating. And then there's Ryan. Where is he in all of this? The usually quick-witted, social media-savvy actor has gone completely silent. Normally, Ryan would be firing off some Deadpool-style quips in response to the swirling rumors. But now, silence. Some believe Marvel has issued a gag order telling him to stay quiet while they figure out what to do next. Others think he's just trying to let the storm pass, hoping the media will move on to something else. But let's be real, silence is rarely a good move, especially for someone whose brand is built on quick comebacks and witty humor. The lack of a statement from Ryan is only adding fuel to the fire. Fans are starting to wonder, is Ryan hiding something, or is he genuinely trying to keep the peace? His silence is making people more suspicious. And if Marvel's lawsuit rumors are even half true, his PR team may have already decided that the best strategy is to lay low for now. But here's the kicker. This silence could be a double-edged sword. If the rumors are true, this could be the beginning of the end for the iconic Reynolds/Lively brand. Fans are already questioning their image, and the more they stay quiet, the more they risk losing their credibility as Hollywood's favorite couple. Will they speak out soon, or are they letting this PR disaster blow over in silence? Trust me, there's more to come, and what happens next could reshape the future of their careers. Forever. And as we bring this story to a close, we have to ask, can Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively recover from this? The drama surrounding them has escalated from personal feuds to potential lawsuits and a very real risk to their careers. Ryan, once the beloved face of Deadpool, now finds himself in a situation where Marvel is questioning his role in the franchise. The lawsuit rumors alone have sent shockwaves through Hollywood, and it's clear that the power couple's carefully curated public image is starting to crack. Marvel, a studio that has protected its brand at all costs, is clearly sending a message here. If Ryan Reynolds truly crossed a line by inserting personal issues into a major Marvel movie, they might just make an example of him. This would not only affect his career, but could impact future roles for Blake as well. The leaked texts and behind-the-scenes drama are raising more questions than answers, and fans are divided. Some are still rooting for the couple, while others feel betrayed by what's starting to look like calculated manipulation. As for Deadpool 3, it's now in limbo. The script might need complete rewrites, and Marvel could even go as far as recasting the role. Fans are devastated by the possibility of losing Ryan in the role that he brought to life. But if personal drama continues to cloud the project, Marvel might not have much of a choice. The fate of Deadpool could ultimately hinge on how this situation unfolds. And what about Blake? She's always been seen as the perfect Hollywood darling, but now she's facing a different kind of scrutiny. If the rumors about her behind-the-scenes maneuvers are true, she's now part of a scandal that's tarnishing her once immaculate image. Will she bounce back, or will her role in this drama be her undoing? One thing's for sure, Hollywood is watching closely. The next moves Ryan and Blake make could determine whether they rise from this storm or get swept away. The drama, my friends, is far from over. Stay tuned, because as always, the Hollywood world has a way of turning up the heat when you least expect it.